Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are definitively answering all your questions about getting commissioned as a notary right here in the great state of Wyoming. Whether you're stepping into this role for your business, your community, or just exploring a brand new professional avenue, navigating the state's specific regulations is your very first hurdle. But don't worry, we're going to clear that hurdle together by breaking down exactly what Wyoming requires from you, and honestly, what it doesn't require. To get you this critical compliance info as efficiently as possible, here is our roadmap for today. We'll hit Wyoming Notary bond facts, commission and application steps, voluntary protection options, and finally, your next steps. All right, part 1, Wyoming Notary bond facts. Let's jump right in and tackle the biggest assumption new applicants make. So here is something really interesting. In Wyoming, the mandatory notary surety bond amount is exactly $0. That's right, zero. When you're looking to get commissioned in the equality state, you absolutely do not need to factor a state-mandated surety bond into your initial setup costs. It's an immediate, huge relief for a lot of new applicants. And the legal backing for this is crystal clear. Under Wyoming Statute 32.1-101, you are not legally required to purchase a surety bond to get your commission. You're trusted to perform your notarial duties without the state forcing a financial safety net for the public. But, as we're going to see in just a bit, skipping financial protection altogether might not be our best move. Moving right along to Section 2, Commission and Application Steps. So, if you don't need a bond, what exactly does the Wyoming Secretary of State require? Well, it's a pretty straightforward process. You'll need to submit a completed notary public application, pay the application fee, and provide proof of your residency or eligibility, like having a place of employment in the state. You also need to confirm you have 0 felony convictions. Just be sure to double-check with the licensing authority regarding any current education or exam requirements before you file, so you're totally up to date. Once you're approved, you are officially commissioned to serve for a full 4-year term. For 4 solid years, you'll be acting as an impartial witness, performing absolutely crucial fraud deterrent acts across Wyoming. It's a big responsibility, and you've got it locked in for 4 years before you even have to think about renewing. Let's pivot to Section 3, Voluntary Protection Options, because this leads to a massive decision you still need to make about your personal liability. Even without a state mandate, mistakes happen, and lawsuits are just a reality of doing business. This brings us to a critical distinction. A surety bond protects the public and actually forces you to repay any claims. Errors and omissions insurance, or E&O, on the other hand, protects you. It covers your legal defense and settlement costs. Think about it. If you make an unintentional mistake on a document that costs a client money, E&O insurance is designed specifically to cover those legal fees and settlements up to your policy limit without asking you to pay it back. It is literally a shield for your personal bank account. Now, what about voluntary bonds? Even though Wyoming doesn't require one, many notaries here still choose to purchase a voluntary bond purely to boost client confidence. If you're handling high-stakes real estate transactions or working with large Wyoming businesses, being able to say you are bonded and insured sends a huge message of professionalism. It shows your clients you take your role so seriously that you've secured a financial guarantee for their peace of mind. Which brings us to our final section, your next steps. Let's look at exactly what you need to do to finalize your Wyoming commission. Your action plan is simple. First, visit the official Wyoming Secretary of State website to grab the latest forms. Next, secure that highly recommended E&O insurance. Remember, since Wyoming puts the full weight of liability on your shoulders by not requiring a bond, E&O is your best defense against devastating legal cost over a simple mistake. Once that's squared away, go ahead and submit your application and fees. To lock in your protection, get your notary surety bond quote in minutes. Apply online, fast approval, all 50 states at buysuretybonds.com. It is hands down the fastest way to make sure that when your official Wyoming commission arrives, you're fully protected and ready to start stamping documents safely.